This is Billy the Weather Guy, live here to update you on Hurricane Dorian. It is going to affect Canada. It's affecting us very shortly with a little bit of rain, a little wind. That's nothing to worry about. But anyway, you're also your 7-day forecast. So anyway, let's just get right into the weather. This is Billy the Weather Guy, and anyway, let's just get right to the forecast. Right now the temperature is 68 degrees. It is partly cloudy. 55 degrees tonight. Saturday high of 81, low of 66. Partly cloudy in the morning and then cloudy in the afternoon.
I live stream to keep you in the know, so you can better prepare for every possibility. That has been Billy the Weather Guy.
In the afternoon.
Tune in weekly.
Friday, high of 60, low of 46. Rain all day. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. And early in the video I said that it would rain shortly. Now it's starting to rain again, so. Anyway, I will see you Friday, so. Like this video if that was good, subscribe if you want to see more, make sure the bell icon is on for notifications. I will see you Friday, and bye. Okay, now let's do your 7-8 forecast. The temperature right now, actually, we do first. It's right now 62 degrees and cloudy, rain beginning in about an hour. There's some rain pushing in from Dorian. Again, not much of a problem for us. So let's move on to the 7-day forecast. So, again, rain tonight, not much. Winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Again, we're not really getting much from Dorian. So tomorrow, high of 76, low of 57. Mostly sunny. Some clouds in the afternoon and being cloudy at night. 10 to 15 mile per hour winds in the morning and being 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Sunday, high of 76, low of 55. Partly cloudy. And some sunshine as well. Mixed in on, well, partly cloudy, yeah. High of 76, low of 55. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Winds light and variable in the afternoon. Monday, high of 75, low of 54. Winds being light and variable and partly cloudy. Tuesday, partly cloudy, high of 75, low of 62, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Wednesday, there will be some rain in the morning and scattered thunderstorms during the afternoon hours, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Thursday, high of 79, low of 54, partly cloudy, once again with a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Friday, high of 71, low of 58, partly cloudy, and 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. So, we are going to now switch over to Dorian. How it looks as of, well, 5 p.m., which I believe is the latest. So, yeah. So, as of now, it's a Category 1 hurricane, 90 mile per hour winds, pressure at 958 millibars, and moving northeast at 24 miles per hour. It was moving a lot slower a while ago. Now, when it was like around near Florida, it was moving like at 1 mile per hour. So it made landfall at Cape Hatteras, North Carolina at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, that was today, September 6th. So this is what Cape Hatteras, that little stretch of land it hit, and then it went off of it. So it made landfall in North Carolina for a short bit. It was over the land. So here's the winds as of 6 p.m. Nantucket is at 20 miles per hour. Atlantic City, 17, gusting to 28. So again, not that much of a problem on the East Coast, a bit gusty, but here's the rain as of 6:45 p.m. Some rain moving in to the East Coast. We're getting some rain showers in some area a little farther south. We're supposed to get some more a little later. But Nantucket has some rain from what the storm is as of now, but oh yeah, you can't see it. Sorry. So here it is. You couldn't see it, but it's on now, the screen. So just want to show you this. So again, here's the information. I just didn't show you it. Okay. Let's leave the screen on. So here are the alerts for Dorian. As of now, we have tropical storm warnings in effect around Norfolk, Maryland, the Virginia area here in Maryland, and then we have some alerts up in Massachusetts and Maine, and then we have alerts in Canada, which is the main thing I want to talk about. Canada's going to get the brute force of it. So there are hurricane watches in effect in Canada. We have a hurricane warning in effect on parts of Nova Scotia, and the island of Newfoundland has tropical storm watches and a hurricane watch in effect. So, Canadians, be on the watch. So we have storm surge flooding, damaging winds, and flooding rain will continue as far north as southeastern Virginia by Friday evening. Conditions will improve in North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. However, winds will pick up in Cape Cod, Nantucket, and Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Saturday to Sunday, Dorian will track close enough to bring a period of rain and some tropical storm force winds to southeastern New England Saturday morning, before it quickly races towards parts of Nova Scotia and Newfoundland later Saturday into Sunday. Dorian is expected to strike Nova Scotia as either a hurricane or a strong ocean storm with hurricane force winds by Saturday afternoon. Dorian's remnant low will then sweep into Newfoundland Saturday night into Sunday, spreading winds equivalent to a tropical storm. So it's going to be pretty strong for Canada. Canada doesn't usually get storms like this that often, so it's going to probably make landfall Saturday night into Sunday morning. It's going to make landfall in Nova Scotia, possibly making landfall into Prince Edward Island, and possibly making landfall into Newfoundland or the island of Newfoundland or the mainland of Canada on Labrador. So that'll be Sunday evening. So here's the storm surge warnings issued. 2 to 4 feet still, I guess, here. Wow. Here's the rain forecast. A few inches in Canada, but here's the past, what happened already. Peak wind gusts from Dorian, 98 miles per hour near Centauri, South Carolina. I'm not going to read the whole thing because there's a lot, but 94 miles per hour, Cape Lookout, North Carolina. Here's some higher one. We had 12.77 inches of rain near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 13.10 inches of rain near Wilmington, North Carolina, 11.86 inches of rain in Conway, South Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina, 5.54 inches. So, wow. Here's the history of the storm. Again, these storms begin as like nothing, and then they all of a sudden turn into something. Not always, but this one turned into something quite strong. So let's watch a video.
First responders are trying to rescue hundreds of people feared trapped on Ocracoke Island. The barrier island off North Carolina is getting blasted by Dorian. Authorities are telling people there to get to the highest point that they can, but the water was rising fast, and first responders need a break in the weather to reach the island because even in good condition, the only access is by air or by boat. Dorian began bashing the Outer Banks as a Category 1 storm Friday morning. The storm is blamed for at least 4 deaths in North Carolina and Florida. Now, Dorian also spawned suspected tornadoes during its trek up the East Coast. More than 20 possible tornadoes damaged homes in the Carolinas. Before Dorian began its assault on North Carolina's coast, it caused chaos in Charleston. Rain inundated roads downtown, and fierce wind toppled more than 100 trees. Downed trees and power lines are causing widespread power outages in the Carolinas. There were more than 400,000 homes and businesses in the dark Friday morning.
Okay. All right, so now, let's watch the next video.
Back to more wild scenes from North Carolina because of Hurricane Dorian. Now, a lot of people are finally settling down. They're getting out to survey what damage may or may not have been done
to their homes, but there's still a lot of road closures. However, we're hearing all the interstates are open. So we continue to see the system moving away, but sustained winds, 90 miles per hour, very much a Category 1 storm. It's picked up in forward speed to 24 miles per hour, but this is not the last of Dorian because we still have impacts to the northeast, and then it is on to Nova Scotia, where we could see some pretty big issues. So let's talk about the rain and the wind gust. Again, this is going to be moving through southeastern New England as we go through early Saturday morning and then across Nova Scotia late Saturday or Saturday night, all the while setting the stage for some very heavy winds. The northeast still has the possibility of picking up 3 to 5 inches in some spots, isolated higher totals, which could certainly lead to flash flooding. So for now, Hurricane Dorian hangs on.
Yep. For now. Hurricane Dorian will be no more very soon. Here's the path again. So you could see the it could hit Nova, so it's likely going to make landfall in Nova Scotia. So if you could see, it's quite a big island. So, but Prince Edward Island's a lot smaller, so it might not make a direct landfall, but it very well could hit Prince Edward Island as well, making a landfall in Canada and Nova Scotia, then making a landfall in Prince Edward Island, then possibly making a landfall maybe in Newfoundland, or maybe the other part, the Labrador. So, yeah. So all these places are going to get affected, as well as Saint-Pierre et Miquelon. It is a French overseas territory, so I will get some wind and some rain as well with this storm. So technically, in a way, France is kind of getting affected because that's a French overseas territory. So southern Greenland will maybe get some rain from the storm, some slightly increased winds. Iceland, maybe it could get affected in the long term. Well, but here's another storm out there. We have Gabrielle now. It's a tropical storm right now. Winds 45 miles per hour, gusts being 60. This is the way it very well could affect the British Isles in the long term. So, and we have this, other storms to watch. What kind of storms do we have to watch? Well, oh, I'm sorry, my screen wasn't on again. Sorry. So yeah, here's the storm. Nova Scotia can make landfall. Here it is. Prince Edward Island, it can make a second landfall, maybe here, maybe here. It'll affect Greenland maybe with some wind, some rain, but not much of a problem. Here's the British Isles. This storm could affect it, Gabrielle, in the long term. So, yeah, sorry. Gotta make sure my screen is on. Now, here we go.
Tropical season is far from over, and there's your proof. Now, for the Atlantic, we have a lot going on there, but we're still tracking Dorian, and really the thing of most concern right now would be Invest 94L. That's what you see sitting off the coast of Africa, and right now that has a 70% chance of development, so we will be tracking that closely. Now, in the Eastern Pacific, both of these storms are expected to stay away from Hawaii, so that's great news. Western Pacific, 2 major storms here, and both of these will have impacts. So we have Faxai and Lingling. Faxai is expected to affect Tokyo. Winds right now 65 miles per hour, and here's a look at the cone. So this is going to move into Tokyo by late this weekend, and it is going to bring a whole lot of rain. And the other one that we're watching, this is Typhoon Lingling, and this is expected to affect South Korea. So both of these big storms that are expected to bring a lot of rainfall.
Okay, so those are some other storms as well. There's always storms going on in the Pacific Ocean, typhoons, but I don't usually mention them as much since it's more about America and sometimes even Canada. Well, yeah, so that is basically everything as of now. So, yeah. So that has been your live stream. That's a look at Dorian. That's also a look at your 7-day forecast. So that has been your live stream. Like this live stream if you thought it was good. Subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure the bell icon is on for notifications, and stay safe out there.